Are you questioning whether your choices, your relationships, or even your desires are right for you? Have you ever felt the weight of judgment, the quiet whispers of doubt creeping into your mind, making you wonder if what you're experiencing is real, valid, or even acceptable? Life has a way of making us second-guess our own happiness. Society, expectations, traditions, these things create invisible barriers, telling us what we should want, how we should live, and who we should love. But here's the truth: no one else is living your life but you. And yet, so many people spend their days trying to fit into a mold that was never meant for them, just to satisfy others. Maybe you found yourself in a relationship that defies conventional wisdom. Maybe your heart has led you somewhere unexpected. And now, you find yourself questioning, is this okay? Is this real? Does this make sense? And the answer is simple: if it makes you happy, if it brings you fulfillment, then it is yours to embrace. Imagine a woman, 55 years old, full of life, wisdom, and experiences. She has lived through heartaches, joys, triumphs, and lessons that have shaped her into the person she is today. And then, imagine a man, 28, someone with energy, passion, and a hunger for life's experiences. Two different stages of life, two different perspectives, yet something between them is undeniable. The connection, the chemistry, the unspoken understanding that transcends years. People will talk. They always do. What could he possibly see in her? They'll ask. Why not someone younger? But those people don't know what it feels like to be truly seen, to be appreciated for everything you are: your mind, your depth, your essence. They don't understand that attraction isn't just about numbers. It's about connection, energy, a meeting of souls that defies explanation. Doubt creeps in when we start listening to the wrong voices, when we let the world tell us what we should or shouldn't feel. But ask yourself, why do we let others dictate what makes us happy? Why do we accept their limitations as our own? The fear of judgment, the fear of rejection, these are the real barriers to happiness. Not age, not circumstances, not what society thinks is right. And yet, so many people deny themselves love, passion, and adventure because they are too afraid of what others might say. But what if, instead of fear, you chose courage? What if, instead of doubt, you chose trust? Trust in your own feelings, trust in your own experiences, trust in what makes you feel alive. Think about it. How many people do you know who are simply going through the motions, stuck in relationships that bring them no joy, waking up every day feeling empty, following rules that do nothing but drain their spirit? That is the real tragedy, not the unconventional choices, not the love that defies expectations, but the love that is lost because people are too afraid to embrace it. So, let's talk about the real issue here. It's not about age. It's about what it means to live fully. It's about the right to experience passion, love, and connection at any stage in life. It's about breaking free from outdated beliefs that tell us what is acceptable and what isn't. Because here's the thing: love does not ask for permission. It does not knock politely and wait for approval. It arrives, sometimes when you least expect it, sometimes in a form that others don't understand. But the ones who truly live are the ones who embrace it anyway. There will always be people who don't understand, who judge, who whisper. Let them talk while you live. Let them wonder while you experience. Let them judge while you love. Because at the end of the day, they don't get a say in your happiness. Only you do. Now, let's talk about why this connection works. Let's talk about what it really means when someone younger is drawn to someone older. It's not always about what people assume. It's not about the stereotypes. It's about depth. It's about presence. It's about wisdom, confidence, and the kind of energy that comes with truly knowing yourself. A younger person can be drawn to an older partner not because they lack options, but because they see something that others don't. A different kind of beauty. One that doesn't fade with time. A beauty that comes from experience. From knowing who you are and standing in that truth unapologetically. When someone says, "But why would he choose her?" the real question should be, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't someone be drawn to strength, intelligence, depth? Why wouldn't someone be captivated by a person who carries themselves with grace, who knows what they want, who doesn't play games but instead offers something real? Age doesn't dictate happiness. It doesn't dictate attraction. It doesn't dictate what is or isn't real. What does? Connection, understanding, the way someone makes you feel when you're with them, the way they see you, not just as a number but as a whole person, with stories, experiences, and a life that is still unfolding. And if you're in this situation, if you found yourself second-guessing because of what others think, let me tell you this: don't let the fear of judgment steal your joy. You don't owe anyone an explanation for what makes you happy. You don't have to justify your feelings to people who will never understand them anyway. What you do owe yourself is honesty. Honesty about what you want, about what makes you feel alive, about the love you are willing to embrace. You owe yourself the courage to choose happiness over conformity, fulfillment over fear. Because at the end of the day, regret doesn't come from the things you did. It comes from the things you were too afraid to do, the love you walked away from, the happiness you denied yourself, the life you didn't allow yourself to fully live. So ask yourself, are you living for them? Or are you living for you? Are you following their rules? Or are you creating your own path? Are you letting their opinions dictate your happiness? Or are you bold enough to define it for yourself? The answer will shape your life. And when you choose to live fully, unapologetically, without regret, that's when you truly win. Breaking down silos, age gap relationships face unique challenges. Society can be quick to judge. Friends and family might not understand. And personal insecurities can creep in. But the most significant challenge often comes from within self-doubt, fear of judgment, and questioning whether such a relationship can truly work. If you find yourself asking, will they eventually outgrow me? Will they lose interest? Am I enough? Know that these questions are natural, but they should not define the strength of your bond. The reality is that love flourishes when two people commit to mutual growth. If a 28-year-old man is deeply connected to a 55-year-old woman, it is not because of superficial attraction, it is because of shared values, intellectual stimulation, and emotional depth. Society's expectations are rooted in outdated thinking, but the truth is, emotional maturity, compatibility, and shared experiences shape the foundation of a successful relationship far more than age ever could. If you are in an age gap relationship, you might experience doubt from the outside world. People may question motives, assume there is an imbalance, or predict an inevitable downfall. But those who make these assumptions are often operating from their own fears and limitations. They are uncomfortable with what they do not understand. The key is to remember that their doubts do not define your reality. Your relationship is valid if it brings joy, fulfillment, and genuine connection. One of the biggest fears in an age gap relationship is longevity. People assume that as time passes, the differences will become too significant to overcome. But here is the truth: relationships that last are built on communication, mutual effort, and emotional security. Age does not guarantee success, or failure commitment does. A couple with a 30-year age gap who nurtures their relationship will outlast a couple of the same age who fails to communicate and invest in each other. There are undeniable advantages to being with someone older or younger. A partner with more life experience brings wisdom, stability, and emotional intelligence. A younger partner brings energy, fresh perspectives, and a sense of adventure. Instead of seeing differences as obstacles, successful couples recognize them as strengths. When both partners embrace their unique contributions, the relationship becomes richer and more fulfilling. One of the most powerful things you can do in an age gap relationship is embrace it fully. Own your story. Stand confidently in your love. When you are secure in your relationship, the opinions of others will hold less weight. People will always have something to say, but their words are only as powerful as the value you give them. The only voices that matter are yours and your partner's. Navigating family and friends can be another challenge. Some may accept your relationship wholeheartedly, while others struggle to understand it. The key is to approach these conversations with confidence and grace. Instead of becoming defensive, educate those around you. Share your experiences. Highlight the strengths of your relationship. And most importantly, lead by example. Over time, people often soften when they see the genuine happiness and stability within your relationship. The most important aspect of making an age gap relationship work is focusing on the core foundation: mutual respect, open communication, and shared goals. Every couple, regardless of age, must navigate challenges, differences, and external pressures. The key is choosing each other every single day. Love is a choice, and when two people are deeply committed to each other, they will always find a way to make it work. People will doubt, judge, and assume. That is their choice. But what truly matters is how you and your partner feel about each other. Are you fulfilled? Are you growing together? Do you support and uplift each other? These are the questions that define a successful relationship, not the number of years between you. If you are in an age gap relationship or considering one, know this: love is meant to be experienced, not analyzed under a microscope of societal expectations. You deserve to embrace joy, connection, and passion without fear of judgment. The best relationships are those that make you feel seen, heard, and deeply valued. Now, take a deep breath and step forward confidently. Your relationship is yours to define, yours to nurture, and yours to celebrate. Love without limits, and let the depth of your connection speak louder than the doubts of the world. You have the power to build something beautiful, something lasting, and something truly extraordinary.